Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes,
we can.
sir.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, today I'm going to talk about my beautiful Tanzania, and that is the flag of our country, Tanzania. So my name is Godwin Kaya, and I am Fulbright alumni from the University of Massachusetts Lowell, Boston, and I'm professional English language teacher and a Tanzanian English Language Teachers Association coordinator for my region. I'm also an executive director for a consultants company called Educo Company Limited, and also a director in North Tanzania Tours Company Limited, and a project manager in a charity organization we are working with here in Arusha. So I would just like to speak few things before I allow some question, and probably your question will guide me on what to say. But these are some few facts about Tanzania as a country. Tanzania was formerly a colony of British, and before Tanzania was born, we had Tanganyika, which was colonized by Britain, and we got our independence in 1961. And we had some island called Zanzibar, which also got independence in 1963. So in 1964, Tanganyika and Zanzibar formed a union, and finally what we called Tanzania was born. And Tanzania is one of the countries which is forming East African community, which include Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, currently South Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi, and Congo is trying to get in. And our capital city here in Tanzania is called Dodoma, but the famous city which is mainly known is called Dar es Salaam. This is business city and very busy with a lot of people. And we have over 125 different ethnic groups, and that means we have over 125 languages. But the main language is Swahili. I'm going to talk more about that later on. And our population currently, according to census we conducted August this year, is 61 million and 741,120. So that is currently population in.
Okay, thank you. Husniya, it's your turn.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Sosnia.
This is
Welcome.
Husniya. Welcome, sir. This is Husniya, a sixth grader. I would like to ask you one question, sir.
Welcome.
What is Tanzania best known for?
Oh, thank you so much, Usnia. Tanzania is best known for Mount Kilimanjaro. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa, and actually it is one of the freestanding mountain in the world. It has 5,895 meters above the sea level. So most of the people normally come to Tanzania to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. And the Mount Kilimanjaro is also in Tanzania, North Tanzania, not in Kenya as it is known. And actually it is also a dormant volcano. Yes, Osinia. So another thing is Ngorongoro crater, which is one of the world wonders. And the other thing which is very, very important to note is Oldupai Gorge. Oldupai Gorge is famous for its history because it is believed that the first man on earth lived in Oldupai Gorge. Oldupai Gorge is between Ngorongoro and Serengeti National Park. And they believe that the first skull of a human being was found in Oldupai Gorge, So those three are the main things which make Tanzania popular. And the fourth one is Tanzanite. We have special minerals which are very expensive and are only found in Tanzania and likely in my region, Arusha. So I'm proud that all what I have said, if you are to come to Tanzania, you and visit them, Serengeti, Mount Kilimanjaro, Ngorongoro, and you want to see the gems, minerals which are Tanzanite, then you have to come to Arusha, and then we just pick to those places. From where I live to Mount Kilimanjaro is only 2 hours drive. From where I live to Ngorongoro is also 2 hours drive on the opposite direction. And from where I live to the mineral site, it is only 45 minutes again. So I'm so blessed. And Serengeti, at least you need to drive all the way 6 hours drive. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so
Hello, sir.
Yes, Haiti, how are you?
I am fine, sir. How are you?
I'm good. Welcome, Saiti.
My name is Saiti, a sixth grader. I would like to ask a question, sir.
Welcome.
What schools are popular in Tanzania?
Wow, thank you so much, Said. We have a number of popular schools, but for last year, we had these schools. Normally, we had schools from government, which were very, very popular. But now, Aga Khan Nursery and Primary School, which is located in Business City, Dar es Salaam, Aga Khan Mzizima Secondary School, which is also in Dar es Salaam, Dar es Salaam International Academy, International School of Tanganyika, and United World College of East Africa, which is in my region. These are some of the most popular schools currently, but this now differ year by year, because what makes them popular, what makes school popular or famous is the distinguished examination performance. So these schools were the one which are popped up last year, and they are still on the top row and they are leading.
Lakshmi, a ninth grader. My hobbies are reading books and playing games. What is the main source of revenue for government in your country?
Thank you so much, Naga. We currently, tourism, the agriculture sector is leading, contributing to almost 25.9% of the GDP of the country, followed by tourism, which is contributing almost 17.2%. Mineral comes third, and construction comes fourth. These are the main areas where normally the government collect their revenue from. Although we have other sources, but those four sectors are the main sectors which are highly contributing to the economy of the country, according to the 2021 year data and statistics.
Thank you so
This
much.
is Dimas, a 7th grade student. My hobbies are reading books and playing games. My future ambition is to become an IAS officer. I would like to ask a question, sir.
Yes.
What languages are spoken in your country?
Wow. In Tanzania, we have over 125 different ethnic groups. That means we are speaking over 125 languages in Tanzania. But the main language which we speak as Tanzanians, we are united by the languages called Swahili. So Swahili is the medium of communication. Wherever you go in Tanzania, be in South, in West, in North, or in anywhere, people are speaking Swahili, but they are also speaking their native languages, their mother tongues. But in schools, it differs. We have what we call English mediums, whereby the medium of instruction is typically English language, but the main percentages of schools here are taught in Swahili in primary schools, and English is taught as a subject. But there is a quick change when they go to higher education. That means the secondary education or level, where they switch all the subjects in English, and the rest Swahili is only taught as a subject. So the medium of communication in Tanzania is Swahili, whereby being an adult, old person, young one.
Share some of the animals that common man in your country witness.
Okay, thank you so much. In Tanzania, if you were to visit Tanzania, the first thing you'll see, especially if you go to the national parks, you will see all the big five. That means you'll see a leopard, you'll see a lion, you'll see rhinos, you'll see buffalo, and you'll see elephant and the other animals. We are so blessed to have different species of animals in national parks, but when it comes to domestic animals, we mainly take care of cows, goats, lambs, dogs, cats. Those are the main domestic animals we have. But in the wildlife, you will see all the big five. We have them here, and I have some with me here in my slide. Let me try to share quickly. If you can see the big five, what I mean, I'm sharing quickly here to show you the big five quickly. Big five.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Can you see my screen?
We can see.
Okay, let me show you the big five quickly. Yeah, you can see rhino in Ngorongoro and in Serengeti. You can see buffalo almost in every national park you go. Buffaloes are seen. You can see elephant with their babies. And we have what we call Tarangire National Park, and we call it a home of elephants and baobab, the big trees. We have also leopard, and they are not rarely seen, but you can still see them in Serengeti. And finally, we have lion. And if you see the car just near the lion, that was our car in Serengeti. We were so lucky to see it crossing right before our car. So we felt so happy that we didn't see it from a distance, but we could see it just quite near.
Yeah, you are undoubtedly so blessed to witness so many magnificent animals. What comes to my mind when I watch the Discovery Channel, Sarangati Park? So really, that's really wonder. So I have never seen such a migration of the animals from one place to another place every year. So that's quite interesting and really incredible thing that happening in a country like Tanzania. Lohita, it's your turn.
Sure.
Hello, sir. I am
Yes, Lohita.
I am 14 years old. I am in 99. Shall I ask one question, sir? Great Migration sees over 2 million animals travel across the plains. Could you please explain about it?
Perfect. I would love to explain about that later. It's very true that Tanzania, I'm going also to share with you to show you so that you can understand it clearly what it means by the Great Migration in Tanzania. And when we talk of the Great Migration, as you said, we are talking of the largest migration, overland migration on Earth. This is the largest migration ever in the world. More than 2 million wild beasts cross over the Mara River, accompanied with over 300,000 zebras and other animals like impala, eland, thompson, and gazelle. But approximately 8,000 wild beasts are born every day. That's why you can imagine how great, why the number of wild beasts are so big. 8,000 wild beasts are born every day. And the late July started crossing River Mara to Masai Mara in Kenya. And all the September, they remain in Masai Mara. But late September, down to October, they start coming back to Serengeti again. And over 300 wild beasts die crossing the Mara River whenever they cross. So the Mara River have a lot of crocodiles. So normally they enjoy eating the wild beast, and their meat is very sweet, by the way. So this is just some of the pictures we took in Serengeti. You can see a cheetah enjoying the meal in Serengeti, and this is our driver. Enjoy with a baboon right there. I mean monkey right there. And this is the way on the way to Oldupagoj, as we said, but the focus is on Great Migration. You can see these are our pictures. This we didn't take them from website, any website, but we took them witnessing the Great Migration in North Serengeti. You can see how they cross the river and how many they are. You can just see them emerging, just mixed up with zebras and other animals. And here, one is now being enjoyed by crocodile as a lunch. For those who don't like the animals eating other animals, this might not be really good to them, but this is the fact. And here, let me show you a bit what we took from there. That is how migration takes place. This is this year. So those are just a few things we can say about the migration.
Yes.
Let me stop sharing. Yeah, so those were some of the things we can talk about migration. And those pictures, we took them this year by ourselves. We didn't take them from the internet.
Oh,
we were there. We just witnessed them with some of our visitors, and it was really fantastic.
yes, really, absolutely. Tedipya, it's your turn.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
How are you?
I am fine, sir. What about you?
I'm good. Welcome.
My name is Tedipya. I'm studying 7th grade. My hobbies are reading books, playing games, and watching TV. My life ambition is to become a software engineer. Can I ask one question, sir?
Yeah.
What are the career opportunities available for youth in your country?
Wow, thank you so much, Didia. The main opportunities are still in agriculture. Agriculture is the sector which has not been really explored much, and whoever wants to invest in agriculture can have all the opportunities and can have some support from the government, although it's not really big, but at least something can be done from there. We have also, in terms of tourism. Tourism is another sector which is really employing a number of youths across the country, from Tanzania mainland and as well as Zanzibar, because of the many hotels and many tourists from across the globe. And also probably in terms of industry, although it's not real big, but at least in the two areas, agriculture, and because agriculture is termed as the backbone of Tanzanian economy. But when you come to mineral, it has not been invested much because most of the area is owned by foreign investors. So agriculture and the tourism remain to be the main opportunity for youths in Tanzania.
Okay, thank you. Mamata, it's your turn. Mamata.
A sixth grader. I would like to ask a question.
Welcome.
What subjects are taught in Tanzanian schools?
Wow, thank you so much. The first thing I would like to point out about this is that Tanzania was a British colony and it follows British education system. When I say British education system, I mean it is 7, 4, 2, 2 or 3. 7 means a student has to go through primary schools for 7 years, and he starts primary school when he is 7 or 6 years. And then he goes to secondary school for 4 years. And then he goes again to advanced secondary school for 2 years. And then he go to university. University is generally a minimum of 3 years or up to 5 years, depending on the career. So in primary schools, we have different subjects taught. For example, Kiswahili, mathematics, science, geography, civics, history, English language, vocation subject is French in some of the schools. Religion is also taught, information and communication technology, and as well as school sports. In secondary school, we have mathematics, English, physics, chemistry, biology, Kiswahili again, geography, commerce, bookkeeping, ICT, physical education, and many others. But when you are in Form 2, your second year in secondary school, you have an option to either select a combination you like to pursue. For example, if you want to become a scientist, you'll choose science. If you want to become an artist, then you will definitely choose art subject. And now when you go to university, you will now pursue what you started in Form 2. For example, you can now decide to go for engineering, doctor, and many other things. So those are some of the subjects generally are taught in Tanzania.
Okay, thank you. Masood,
Thank
it's
you.
your turn.
Yes, Dikshit.
Hello, sir. My name is Dikshit. I am a 7th grader. I would like to ask a question, sir.
Welcome, Dikshit.
What are laws in your country that protect wildlife?
Wow. We have what we call the Wildlife Management Act, and we have also Anti-Poaching Act. These are some of the acts which were enacted by the House of the Parliament, and generally they protect the wild animals. And anyone who violates this kind of acts, they are punished by law, and they are really strict, and the government is really against whoever tries to kind of go against them. But generally, we have many acts, we have many laws, we have many bylaws, and we have also some rangers who are in the national parks and the reserved areas, making sure that the poachers are not getting in our national parks, although poachers are not avoided because they have got a lot of techniques anyway, but they are trying their level best to make sure that wild animals are protected. And currently, if you heard, they were also trying to evict or remove some Maasais who are in Ngorongoro National Park so that they can conserve the area and it remain clean.
Yes.
And many others, they are trying to do it in daily basis. Thank you, Dikshin.
Yes. Sindhuja, do you have
Thank you,
any
sir.
question?
No, sir.
Okay, Pushta, have you opted any question? Any more questions from anyone? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay.
Yes, Pujat.
Yes, Godwin, I have a question for you. You have been to USA for 2 times, I think, as a part of Fulbright exchange program, and another one is at TESOL. So, what is the importance of English, and how importance how priority is being given to the English language in your country? So, if you take my country as an instance, even though English is taught here as a third language, but the government prioritize English as a first language. So medium of instruction in all government sector schools and private sector schools, English is the only medium of instruction. So the government is giving the highest priority for the English language. So based on the fact that in India we have different dialects, different languages, different regional languages. If you go to the another state, I can't understand my fellow Indian language. In the same way, if we have a complexity of communication. Unless you learn the English language, I think I can't even communicate with a fellow Indian. So English is quite essential here in this part of India. I think wherever you go in India, English is important. So do you have this kind of similar situation in your country, and what kind of priority is being given to the English language in your country?
Oh, okay. Thanks so much, Harry. English language in Tanzania, actually, most of us came across English language in Standard 3, whereby it was only taught as a subject. But later on, when you go to secondary school, it is mandatory, it is compulsory, because all the subjects are taught in English. But the challenge is Swahili is so dominant and definitely mother tongues. So sometimes you find like it's really not easy for some of the students to understand what you are talking or what you are saying because you need to start like you're starting from the scratch. But English language is emphasized, and we see like it is the only means to open the world to our students. So it is really emphasized, but still it is really a challenge.
Okay. So